Now, Bristol is a city synonymous with innovation and technology. Isambard Kingdom Brunel, one of the great engineers of the 19th century, left his mark on the city with projects like the Great Western Railway, the docks, and the Clifton Suspension Bridge.
And the same spirit of invention that Brunel displayed is still thriving in Bristol today. Lindsey Fallow meets some more garden shed inventors.
This week, Inventions Plus comes from Bristol, and I'm here at the side of the river which runs directly into the heart of the city. Now, we've invited some of the local innovators and inventors down to the docks today, but before we meet them, David Wardell's been checking out a machine which performs a task that most of us probably never even think about.
Now, Bristol is famous for all kinds of industries, including paper products. This machine was built in 1948 and is a paper bag making machine. It was originally invented in America in 1860 by Margaret Knight. She was a prolific inventor known as the female Edison. Now, the paper and printing industry has thrown up all manner of machines, but you don't have to build something as complex as this to have an invention.
There are all sorts of things you can make out of paper and card. Now, joining me is Claire Newton, who describes herself as a cardboard engineer. Now, what have you got to show us?
I've got this cup carrier here. The whole purpose is that you don't burn yourself with hot
Basically,
coffee.
keep the coffee off your hands. Okay, so how does it work?
Well, what it is, simple piece of paper, then it's folded and then connected together and then just locked for security. And then once it's in this position, we can do several things with it. We can carry the cup beneath the carrying handle.
So it's kind of like a little handbag.
Yes, it is. Yeah, so great area for graphics.
Brilliant.
Another option, same device but different position, is that you can turn it upside down, so you can have a single coffee and a croissant or a cakey thing in a bag, and it will stop it flopping over in the bag.
Presumably that would also give you a bit more stability if you had your coffee next to your keyboard on your desk.
Yes, that's right.
And then this one here is more like a mug.
Yeah, absolutely. So this enables you to keep your hand well clear of a hot coffee and then just drink out of it.
Brilliant. So what kind of problems have you run into in trying to market this?
I've got no problems with backers, with manufacturers, but it's the chains of coffee companies. They won't go for something innovative. They much rather follow suit with other companies.
Where do you get your ideas from?
Oh, well, this particular one, I actually had a bad experience with a hot coffee cup. The coffee was served far too hot, and when I went to pick it up I couldn't touch the sides, so I had to pick it up by the lid, and in doing so the sides collapsed and the coffee squirted up into my sleeve of my anorak.
Oh,
I got the most awful burn.
So it was kind of quite a motivational moment.
It was.
So David, what do you think?
I like it. I think it's got lots of possibilities. I especially like the fact that it's multifunctional, because that's an advantage on what exists already. I especially like this one because I've often knocked cups over on the desk. So that's a good idea, and it's great for carrying in bags as well. Another good thing about it, there's plenty of advertising space or branding space. So
your ad here.
Absolutely. Or recycled if you want to go for the green look. So that's good as well.
Do you think that room for advertising space might help to get over the marketing problem?
I think it's one of the approaches, but I think there's several approaches you can make. I'd definitely be talking to the distribution chains, to the people who supply the coffee cups for a start, and it's important to get the price of this product down, because if it sells for a penny, that's actually quite expensive. You've got to sell things for ounce of a penny.
On the whole, with things like making stuff out of cardboard and paper, you know, is that a good idea, or is it?
Oh, it's a great way of doing things. You'd be amazed how many products that we see on the shelves in the shops actually start life as cardboard and plastic models. And the great thing about using paper and cardboard is that you can mess around with it. It doesn't matter if you go wrong. And then you can just throw it away at the end of the day and start again.
Well, before we leave Bristol, keeping with our paper and cardboard theme, have a look at this. If you've ever given a child a present only to find them hours later playing with the cardboard box, this could be the solution. It's the inventor Steve. Now Steve, what is it?
Right, well it's a fold-away playhouse. It came about when I moved house a few years ago, and I didn't want to just throw out the boxes, and my daughter was obviously having fun with them, but I thought, well, perhaps I can do more. Cut some doors in. I've heard many people have done this before, but I took it a step further. I thought, let's redesign a box that's strong enough that she could climb on top of as well, and then with a modular design, then it can be combined differently each day.
If you want to find out more about anything you've seen on this week's programme, please point your browser at www.ukhorizons.co.uk.